Hi everyone, welcome back to Vocal Commute. The 2026 Grammys just changed the game for singers, and it's not because of the trophies, it's about a massive shift in how we are supposed to sound. So, if you're a singer on your own vocal commute, there are three things from this year's show that I believe we can start practicing today. So, let's break it down. Lesson number one was the unfiltered vocal effect, and I'm so glad this happened. Finally, the end of perfection. I saw Justin Bieber walking onto the stage with nothing but his underwear and socks and the ultimate stripped down look. But if you listen to the vocals, it wasn't about high production spectacle. It was more of him, a guitar, and a loop pedal. And I also read somewhere that he just rehearsed it for 15 minutes because he wanted it to feel raw and effortless. So, Krishika, I think that's something we can incorporate in our sessions also. Try recording our Riyaz sessions with zero reverb, zero effects. If it sounds good in a dry state, then it should definitely sound even better with a mic.
Yeah, that's very true. I found it very refreshing seeing that because whenever someone asks me to sing, I just freak out. I could never just like rehearse for 15 minutes and then sing. So I think that's
Sometimes
cool.
it's about just expressing, just letting your raw emotions show through your music.
Lesson number 2 comes from Lola Young. She won Best Pop Solo Performance for a song called Messy, and I think the title is very fitting. I think she proved that you don't need an insane vocal range to sound good or like sound powerful. I think all you need is like tonal character and different vocal textures. So I realized that she has like her singing style, it's like very heavy with emotion. Even when she's not singing like the higher notes, it's very like powerful. So I think we should focus more on the emotion. Yes, hit the pitch, but also like get the emotion.
I'm glad you mentioned that performance because one of the takeaways for me from that performance, especially with the vocal technique, was the way how she uses her jaw muscles, how she uses her entire mouth when she's singing. If you go back and you look at the performance at different places, when she wants to sound soft, she's opening her mouth a little less than what she does when she is trying to hit those high notes. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. That's something that we all of us can incorporate in our performances as well, or our practice sessions, just to make sure that whenever we are singing high pitches, it's important to use the jaw muscles and your entire mouth to get the sound out.
Yeah, I was singing Set Fire to the Rain the other day by Adele, and I tried like opening my mouth because like I'm still trying and practicing on doing that, and it does make a difference.
What's lesson three?
Let's talk about Bad Bunny.
Oh, yes. So, Bad Bunny's win this year was a big lesson because he's made history with the first all Spanish album of the year win. So, this proves that the global ear is ready for sounds that aren't just Western pop. So, I think that's a huge sign of encouragement for all us Indian classical or fusion singers. We don't need to try and imitate what the Western pop musicians are doing in terms of tone. We can, stick to our classical way of singing, the Indian way of singing, where we use a lot of harkats, and we know that the world
Yeah.
is finally listening.
Yeah, I think like it's getting global appreciation. It's something that's like finally coming up, and it's our time to shine now. One key takeaway that we learned from the 2026 Grammys is that keep everything raw and like don't chase perfection, just sing the way you want to and the world will listen.
Yeah. Pick one song, strip away all the backing tracks, all the effects and everything, and just sing it honestly. Do your best. So, we would like to know which was your favorite performance. If you haven't watched it, please go back and watch the performances from this year's Grammys and put in your comments which one was your favorite.
And subscribe for more logs on Vocal Commute.